Chapter minus 2.2 More Time Game Visit by Frank. As we were leaving, we saw Miguel up ahead. He was with 3 boys. When we got closer, I could see that one of them was Invictus. I felt shocked and a bit betrayed that Miguel would bring Invictus to visit the time game. And even though Minnow and I had learned to chill in the Black Pond, I could feel that Minnow was upset to see Invictus. "Hello," said Miguel. "Thought you and Decker were on a mission," said Blizzard. "We were," boomed Miguel. "Decker still is, but I've been called back." "Well," said Blizzard. "Wonderful to see you." "We're doing the beginner's tour," said Miguel, his red hair shining in the light of a fresh group of glowworms. "These boys have asked if they can be considered for the next intake of Time Wizards." I felt my heart sink. How could I study time wizardry if Invictus was part of the team? Would he keep being as arrogant as he'd already been? Invictus stared at us without saying anything, and then he said, "Well, aren't you going to say hello?" Minnow rolled her eyes. "Chill," I whispered. She sighed. "Hey," she said in an unusually sweet voice for Minnow. "How are you? And who are your friends?" "We are time fairies," said the taller friend. "I'm Mercury and this is Anchovy." Minnow grinned. "A fellow fish," she said. "Pleased to meet you. I'm Minnow." "Pleased to meet you," said Anchovy, looking a bit shy. "So time fairies can train to be time wizards?" I asked. "Of course," said Invictus. I felt Minnow bristle, but she kept her cool. "I wish you good luck with it," she said, shaking hands with Mercury and Anchovy. And then she extended her hand to Invictus. "We've already met," he said. "I wanted to wish you luck," said Minnow. "I don't need luck," snapped Invictus. I looked at Miguel and Blizzard, but they were both looking down. "Have some luck anyway," I said, patting Invictus on the back. "Come on," roared Miguel. "We've got to finish the tour before it's time for one of Darling's feasts." Blizzard nodded. "Who would want to miss that?" he asked. "No one," said Miguel, "unless they're mad." Blizzard and Miguel gave one another a fist punch as Miguel and his team headed off in the opposite direction to us. Minnow and I exchanged glances. I knew what we were both thinking. Why wasn't anyone commenting on the rudeness of Invictus? When we left the Time Garden, we split up. Orpheus and Blizzard said that they had to talk, and then Angel was called aside by some time fairies, so we left with Jax for the Vesper. "Don't worry about me," said Angel. "You go ahead. I haven't flown with my own wings for a while. It'll be fun." As we travelled back in the Vesper, the horizon was pink and purple with the best feathery clouds. Apart from the weirdness with Invictus, we'd had a great time. I wondered if days could get any better. Barwiam's words seemed to be coming true. Time didn't matter. There seemed to be so much time that I wondered if we were all going to live forever. Chapter -2 Where's Blizzard? By Frank. That night we all went to the observatory for dinner. "Where's Blizzard?" asked Miguel. "Don't know," I said. "Didn't he come back with you?" "No," said Miguel. "I came back alone. Invictus took off with Anchovy and Mercury. I thought Blizzard was with you and Angel." "No," said Minnow. "He was talking to Orpheus." "Angel flew back alone," added Sky. "She had to talk to some time fairies." "Blizzard must have stayed at the Time Garden," said Ben. Angel joined us. "No, he's giving a speech tonight," she said. "I just got back, but he promised me he'd be here. The council has asked for a report on the time game. Blizzard said he'd cover that." We all looked blank. "He must have flown back by himself," said Sky. I nodded, but I could see that Angel and Miguel were worried. "If he's not here, we'll have to go back to the time game," said Angel. "Who wants to come?" We all put up our hands. The chance to travel on the Vesper by night was too good to miss. so glad Invictus didn't offer to come, whispered Minnow. Me too, I said. Miguel flew alongside us all the way. Travelling by night over the main island of Ephinox was amazing. The indigo sea shone under the light of the moon, and the mountains of hope glowed. Angel explained that at certain times of the year the orange and pink rocks become luminous at night. The effect is incredible. I tried to feel the hope coming up from the mountains, but part of me was worried. What if something had happened to Blizzard? I couldn't bear the thought of it. When we got to the Time Garden, Orpheus was waiting for us. In his hands was Blizzard's multicoloured coat. Blizzard's coat? Asked Angel, but no Blizzard. Not here, said Orpheus. Where did you find the coat? Asked Miguel. Near the entrance to the tunnel of commencement, said Orpheus. Angel looked more concerned than I'd ever seen her look. He might have just taken off his coat, said Ben, looking confused. I've seen him without it. Not in the Time Garden, said Orpheus firmly. I have my purple and gold cloak, and Blizzard has his. And I have my mother of pearl wings, said Angel. Every time wizard has an item of clothing that keeps them safe in the Time Garden, safe while they play the time game. I felt my heart sink. Not Blizzard. What if it was something to do with the time storm that Jax's parents had talked about? Okay, said Angel. This is what we need to do. On our return journey, all of us must go via the Noesis. There's no time to lose. We need clues, and we must keep our heads clear. I'll stay here, said Orpheus, in case he turns up. Yes, said Angel, and ask the time game what Guy thinks. Message me later. Orpheus nodded, looking grim.